few years ago, I had the great pleasure and the great honor of recording this next song with a hero of mine, an artist and a person who I greatly admire, dearly love, the legend that is Mavis Staples. And this song was something of a thank you note, something of a reminder, something of a love letter for artists like Mavis. Artists who, in their time, have put their honest human witness and their compassion and their empathy into the music that they make, into the art that they make, you know? And we're all the better for it. Artists like Joan Baez, you know? Artists like Pete Seeger. Artists like Woody Guthrie, you know? Artists like Nina Simone. And artists like Mavis Staples. Mavis, as you may or may not know, she used to sing before speeches with her family, the Staples Singers. It was sing before speeches during the American Civil Rights Movement that took place here in the 60s, right? And why that was of some particular interest to me as an Irishman, I don't know, again, if there's any Irish in the house, anybody with Irish heritage, Irish history. Why that was of some particular interest to me as an Irishman, and this is something I would love for you to internalize and be very proud of. The civil rights movement that took place here in the 60s directly inspired the civil rights movement that happened shortly afterwards in Northern Ireland. Directly inspired it. At a time and place in Northern Ireland where not every single citizen was guaranteed the right to vote, you know. And that right to vote that we have, that democratic voice that we have, like so many rights that we enjoy every single day without even thinking about them. Workers' rights, you know. Be it women's rights, women's reproductive rights, union rights, gay rights, marriage rights. It's so easy to forget that these are things that had to be worked for, that had to be pushed for, had to be fought for. And as we've been traveling, I've been inviting people over this last 20 months or so to use their free speech, use their vote, use their purchasing power any way that they can to support peace and safety and security for everybody in the Middle East. For an immediate lasting ceasefire and a meaningful political solution to what we're seeing. From that same place of compassion and empathy that no human being should have to experience the kind of violence we've been seeing on our TV screens over the last 2 years. No human being. And Seattle, I believe at the core of it people are good. I believe at the core of it people have goodwill towards other people. I'm reminded of that by being in Seattle, the fucking welcome I've received here, just the goodness of the people that I've been interacting with the last few days. But I believe that people would want to see human beings live in peace and safety and security. They would want that for their family, they would want that for their friends, and they would want that for people that they don't know, you know? I don't believe people would want to see their Jewish friends and neighbors live in the fear of anti-Semitism. Wouldn't want to see their Muslim brothers and sisters live in the fear of Islamophobia. You know what I mean? I believe people would want to see members of the LGBTQ plus community treated with dignity and respect, you know? Our trans siblings treated with dignity and respect and have their rights respected, you know? And peace and safety and security for everybody in the Middle East means seeing a Palestine that's free from occupation. It means seeing a Palestine that's free from these cycles of genocidal violence that we're seeing on our TV screens. The imposed starvation of men, women and children, you know? It's not right. And it means seeing a Palestine that's free to move towards meaningful self-determination and statehood, you know? Which is something that the people of Ireland, my country, asked the international community to recognise 100 years ago, and I'm so glad and so grateful that they responded positively. I want to thank you for letting me speak from the heart for a moment. And if there's any way that you want to use your compassion, your empathy, and support these causes, I so encourage you to do so, you know what I mean? Thank you for letting me speak from the heart. And thank you for letting me witness that everyday goodwill, that everyday empathy, that everyday solidarity I'm talking about. People coming together for a good time, watch a show, people looking out for their neighbours when they're feeling faint. Thank you so much. It's not the waking, it's the rising. It is the grounding of a foot uncompromising. It's not foregoing of a light. It's not the opening of eyes. It's not the waking, it's the rising. It's not the shade we should be casting. It's the light and it's the obstacle that casts it. It's the heat that drives the light. It's the fire that ignites. It's not the waking, it's the rising. It's not the song, it is the singing. It's the hearing of a human spirit ringing. It is the bringing of a light. It is the bearing of a rhyme. It's not the waking, it's the rising. I could cry. It's not the waking, it's the rising. I could cry.